Hello, anybody watching this, hopefully from the link from eBay. So this is a machine that's for sale. I thought it'd be worth just putting a little video on, so you can see it all working, etc., and a little bit more about the products. I know when you're buying stuff off eBay, there's that many scammers and God knows what else. So hopefully this will be of help to somebody. So it's a Melita machine, Cafio CI. I've had it, God, when I got it with my grandma's inheritance money, actually, with a little bit of money she left me, so I've had it 9 years. I got it from Amazon. It's been really well looked after, it's all working, etc. So I'll just give you a little look round. So these are your drinks, latte, I think that's like a longer black coffee. So excuse me, I don't know all the lingo. Cappuccino, and then that's a latte. So that's espresso. I think it's long black coffee, cappuccino, and a latte. You've got a button for hot water and a button for hot milk, and then the My Coffee button. And the My Coffee button is where you can set up different names and profiles, etc. So you can program your espresso to be how you like it, or whatever, or you just press these and it's the default drink. You dial here, you've got, hold it down and it takes you into the settings menu. That's where you set your My Coffee up. That's all your cleaning stuff, and then you've various different bits and bobs, but it's all in there. And then this dial, what this actually does is when you're making a drink, say for example you're making an espresso, it tells you on here, I'll show you a drink in a second, you can on the fly, which is really quite clever, twist that to increase the volume or decrease the volume of the drink on the fly. So that is good. Drip tray comes off, and then you have to empty that. You've got a float to tell you when it's full. Pulls out, that's where you used pucks go, and as I say, your drip trays in there. This little door opens, so you've got your spouts here for your coffee and your milk. You've got to keep those really nice and clean. The milk hose goes into this milk container, just plugs in there like that. You fill that up with milk and keep that in the fridge, and then just I don't know if you're using it for the day or whatever, you can just connect it up. I'll also include some Melita cleaning tablets. I mean, I'm not sure how many's left. That one's been opened. I think that one's not been opened. That one's been opened. There's 4 in a pack, so there's some there. And I'll also send these water filters. There's 3 there, so there's quite a lot of stuff to keep you going initially. On terms of the top, this gets warm. I mean, not like red hot, but it gets a little bit warm. So you put your cups on to keep them warm. You got your bean hopper in the back, and it's vacuum. It's sealed, which is good. And what it's also got, which is good, I'm starting to wonder why I'm selling this, is you can flick that across, and you can have 2 different types of bean in, and you sorry, it keeps going out of focus, and you move that switch back over there. And then round here, you lift your flap up and you've got your water tank, and you can see the filter in there. The filter is actually really important. I mean, you can really taste the difference with the filter. It's the same like the kettle. If you descale the kettle, you really notice the difference. So I will make an espresso just to show that it's all functioning, etc. This, by the way, goes up and down as well. So we've got some beans in, enough for an espresso. The reason I'm selling it, by the way, is your wife nagging on the space it takes up on the worktop. So we've got an espresso machine, so that's why. Right, espresso, here we go. So you can see there, it's a 90ml. You can change that, for example, to 50. That's that doing it on the fly, as I said. What's nice as well, it's got a little light, it's illuminated, and that. I think it looks okay on the worktop, to be honest. But what do I know? So there's your latte. As you can see, nice and hot. And there's your espresso. So that's how that works. I can show the milk working as well. So I've just paused this. Okay, so what I've done is, rather than just filling this up and having to clean it all again, I'll just put the tube directly into the milk. It does the same thing. So if I hold down the milk button, which I think is this one, no, it's not. It must be this one. There we go. Milk froth, warm milk. So you can either have milk froth or warm milk. So you press it once for froth, or hold it down for warm milk. So I'll do warm milk. It has to heat the element up, obviously. If we'd have picked a cappuccino from the get-go, it waits a second until it all heats up. Here we go. Just make sure the hose is in the milk. There we go. We just got a little bit of splatter at the beginning because I didn't have the hose in the milk. And again, you can adjust that on the fly. So you can put 130 ml in. Stops. And that's it. And then what it asks you to do is, which I'll show you because it's quite a good feature, is you would have had that in your your milk thing or whatever, but if I put that back in there, and every time you've had a drink, it'll come up, do you want to do easy cleaning? You can just ignore it, but we'll do yes. So you just press your dial. It says connect the tube with the spout and the drip tray, which is that. And then what it does is it sends some hot water down the coffee spouts and also down the milk spouts. But what it also does, which is where it's pretty good, it sends some hot water down here. So you see you've got milk in the tube. So there's your hot water down, and you can see now it's flushed out, and it'll send, I think it sends even a little bit more down there as well. There you go, you can see it going down the tube. And it puts some hot steam through just to keep it clean. It is worth doing with milk, because milk's actually really, it is a real pain in the neck actually, is milk, when it sets. So there you go, everything working. Oh, sorry, just a couple more things to show you. The 2 times button is basically what it says on the tin, if you want to make 2 drinks at once. Because under here, it's got 2 spouts for milk and 2 for coffee. You just put your 2 cups side by side, like that. And then what it does, it grinds 2 lots of beans to make you 2 drinks. So that's quite good. And then the bean is the strength of the coffee that you want. So you just do it like that. And it just works like that. And I think that plays around with the fineness of how it grinds it, or something that's beyond me. So yeah, so there you go. And then you just got an on-off button at the side. But I tend to, if I turn it on in the morning, sort of leave it on. Okay, look, hope that's helpful if you're looking at buying this. Yeah, thanks a lot.